He's a stockbroker, I'm not gonna lie. He's a stockbroker, and yeah, do you want me to make him? Yay. Yes, it is.
I'll do a lot of dirty things like that.
Wow, guys, this is really some story. So the lady you just saw in that clip is a politician in America called SUSANNA Gibson, and she's currently running for a place to sit on the political board or political seat in the 57th district of Virginia. I believe she's a Democrat, because Republicans are, of course, jumping on this story to show Democrats in a negative light. So what has she done? Well, it's been revealed that prior to her running in this political race, she was making adult videos with her husband and live streaming them on a website called chaturbate. I believe that's how you say it, which is a website where people can live stream adult acts and commit the act of onanism as they do. I'm sure you know what I mean when I say that. She was a pretty popular person, it would seem, on these sites, and would encourage people to give money and all that kind of thing. So this is being jumped on by the Republicans, the Conservatives, who are saying, how can we have a candidate running in this particular race who has committed such acts? Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, right? Politicians and weird adult acts seem to go hand in hand on both sides of the political agenda. They are both as guilty as each other for doing the crazy stuff they do behind the scenes. But I think there's another side to this whole thing. I mean, as always, when I make videos about people whose SEX tapes leak, I just think, firstly, why would you film this stuff? And secondly, in this particular case, why would you decide to do something that's so overtly visual and then decide, having known that it was online, I'm going to run for political office? I simply find that utterly mind-boggling. Not just you. She is the face of this political campaign. Her husband as well. So if you go online, eventually you do some digging around, you'll find videos of both of them naked, doing stuff. And they have kids. They have 2 kids as well. I think the whole thing is just a massive embarrassment. Why would you do this? Of course, the easy answer to that question is to make money, and I'm sure they did make money from doing this, but I'm sure also that the reputational damage of doing this would far outweigh the financial gain you would get from doing this. You know, there's a phrase going around whenever these videos come out and whenever we see stories about OnlyFans people making millions and billions from being on OnlyFans, there's always people who come out and say, well, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game. But I don't agree with that at all. I should also mention here that I'm a Christian, so I'm not pro-porn. My attitude has always been, hate the game and don't get involved. Just stay out of it. There's better things you can do with your life and better things you can do with your time. Do something more productive. Do something that will eventually command respect from others. Do something that will make the world a better place. You may not make as much money, but you'll have respect. People will remember you for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. I always think that people sometimes seem to forget that the internet is like that kind of file that you can never, for some reason, delete from a computer. It will always be there. The internet records everything forever. That's why when people go on YouTube and make crazy videos and they delete them, the same video will appear put up by someone else, because someone's always copying stuff from YouTube. Someone's always doing backups of all this crazy stuff. You will never erase what you've put up on the internet. It will always be there. So be really careful what you put up there. It just seems quite obvious, but obviously not in this particular case. I don't wish them any harm. I certainly don't wish their children any harm. I just wish they'd never done this, because I feel like now it's going to be very hard for her to be taken seriously as a political candidate, and I feel sorry for her family and the embarrassment that they're going to feel seeing their relatives, seeing them involved in these acts on a screen, and of course the children, who they are now going to have to protect from this, and the heat that they may get at school for what their parents have done. What an absolute mess. I don't know what they were thinking, but hey, you know, just take it as a warning. Don't do it. Do something else that involves keeping your clothes on.